Welcome everybody to MurrayNJ08. This is a real quick update for my channel for you guys because I've been getting quite a few bit of messages here on YouTube and Twitter, and I figured this is going to be an easier way to address all these things instead of writing everybody back individually and then everybody's not going to know. And I know I only recently did a channel update live with my new setup with Twitch. This is going to be offline, off Twitch. This is going to be just for YouTube. It's just a quick channel update, and then maybe I'll wait a little longer than a week to do my next one since I'm doing this one only a few days after my live update. But some people were confused about a couple things. I'm going to clear it up right now because the channel has been extremely busy since I adopted direct capture, and I have been nonstop full playthroughs on the channel. So it's probably what it is. People aren't probably used to me putting out so much content. Here's what's happening, okay? Because I know I didn't make everything clear in the last update because things change and I move agendas around and different stream times. First off, you definitely want to follow me on Twitter because I do put out the little thumbnails of what I'm going to be doing throughout the day. I haven't did them this week, but I am working on them with my stream times and my upload YouTube times, okay? So you definitely want to check that out. We did a lot since my last update already. We finished Daylight. I reviewed Daylight. You definitely want to check out my down and dirty reviews. I got a lot of good responses about it. Photoshop tips and tricks finally returned. I got a great video about using the high pass filter. You definitely want to check that out, especially if you're a portrait photographer, retoucher. My pre-playthrough intro and 4 more new parts of Outlast are now live. So we're up to part 9. People have been getting emails into me about, Sean, we love how you go back and do everything, but can you just jump right into the whistleblower and maybe go back to the regular Outlast later? It's possible. What I think I'm going to do is I think I'm going to put out a few more parts of Outlast, and then maybe I will jump into the whistleblower and put out a few parts of that because I've been getting tons and tons and tons of messages on here. And the channel, we're not really in a rush to get anything out. We're not worried about views. It's obvious if you follow me. We go back and we play everything, so not a big deal. I'll do that. I'll jump into the whistleblower and maybe put out a few parts of that this week. That's coming. Right off the bat, I'm going to tell you right now, my direct capture setup and room tour that everybody's been asking about is recorded. That's actually going to go live soon. So that's going to roll out any day. You definitely want to check that out. It's got some great information, especially if you're interested in getting direct capture yourself or you just want to see how I do my daily routine with streaming and Twitch and broadcasting and YouTube and, my hardware that I'm working with in my setup and my settings. So that's coming out any day. We have a Sean Checks It Out that I'm going to be uploading soon. We have a couple Photoshop tips and tricks recorded. So I'm definitely going to be able to put out quite a few of those in the next coming weeks. We have recorded two episodes of my recent gaming pickups. We have a strategy guide review that I'm going to be putting out. Now, everybody wants to know as far as what's going on with gameplay. Well, I already talked about Outlast and the whistleblower. We are going to be actually checking out some Titanfall this week. We're going to be because I never did it with direct capture. We're going to be checking out Don't Starve, and I may debut my new wrestling series, my fantasy matches. So that will be this week. And what's coming out probably today, right after this channel update, it's already recorded from my last stream. We have a pre-playthrough intro for Child of Light Stream Session 2 and about 4 or 5 new parts of Child of Light, which will start going live today. I'm probably going to try to get the Child of Light out today and go to another game, whether it be Titanfall or something different to change the channel up, because I always like to have a few games going on at once so the viewer has something to watch. So if you're not interested in a playthrough, like Child of Light, I know a lot of people aren't into RPGs, and you may not be into Outlast, you might not be into scary games. So I try to always have a variety. So we're going to get a first-person shooter on there this week. Hopefully my wrestling sims, of course my vlog style videos. We got a review of a great strategy guide I want to share with you guys. Some unboxings coming up. like I said, Child of Light following this quick update. And then next week I'll go back to my regular live updates on Twitch, the way I've been doing them since Direct Capture. I just wanted to stick this in the channel so you guys know what's coming up. So if you have plans, if you're specifically looking for a certain playthrough, you know when it's coming. As far as my ongoing playthrough Dark Souls 2, I am going to try to get that out this week also. Okay? The only other thing that I could say is that I know about The Walking Dead episode 3. I've been getting emails about it every day. But here's the thing. You know, I'm one of the realest YouTubers out there, meaning, I could care less about AdSense and views and subscribers and this, that, and the other thing. I mean, you all know that. If I wanted to, I would have already jumped right into episode 3 on day 1, but I'm not doing that. I didn't cover episode 2 yet on the channel, especially now that I have Direct Capture. I would like to go back and do episode 2 and then episode 3. And then maybe we'll be all ready for episode 4. Same thing with The Wolf Among Us. I still have to do episode 2 of The Wolf Among Us, and I have to do episode 3 of The Wolf Among Us. That's all going to come to the channel this week. I'm close to 1,000 videos on YouTube, so I'm going to be definitely having it's going to be actually 200 subscriber special and 1,000 videos uploaded special. I may combine them into one big huge special, maybe subscriber interactions, subscriber matches, maybe play a game of somebody's choice, subscriber requested playthrough out of nowhere, maybe go play an old retro game that somebody wants to see. I don't know what the special is going to be, but it's going to be. I'm going to make sure that it's big, and we got a little ways to go yet. I'm almost there, and that will be my 1,000 video special. Whatever. I haven't given it much thought, but I am getting there quick now with Direct Capture. Somebody said on Twitch last night, "Wow, Sean, you put out a lot more videos now," and it is true. I've been, at least right now. And, I don't know if it's going to slow down or not. And what's nice about this channel is that we don't have to rely on new releases. We go back and we play all the old stuff, so we never run out of stuff to play. The end of this month is going to be big because we got Wolfenstein, we got Watch Dogs, and we got Mario Kart. And I'm going to be doing a Watch Dogs / Mario Kart marathon. I will be putting up the schedule. I will be streaming it. And we will dedicate the entire week to those games. And then back to our regular playthroughs and checking out older stuff, and how it is on this channel. It's very laid back. I like to check out a lot of indies. I like to check out a lot of demos. And like I said, The Wolf Among Us and The Walking Dead we are going to do. Hopefully I will be able to get all those episodes out of each of those episodic series, and we'll be able to be ready for the new ones. So when episode 4 comes out, we'll be all caught up. Hoping. We'll see how it goes. There's a lot to get out there to you guys, and I know everybody's been talking about they want to see my playthrough of Dark Souls 2. They want to see me fail miserably. I don't know, but that is the ongoing series which I will be playing throughout the year. I recently pre-ordered a ton of games that were announced, and I pre-ordered The Last of Us for the PS4, even though I don't know when it's coming out. We just got news that Ultra Street Fighter Edition, the digital version, will be out June 3rd and 4th. I just found out that The Division is pushed back to 2015, but that's not really a big surprise to me. I knew that was coming. And on top of that, to replace that, we found out that Far Cry 4 is coming out November of this year. So, wow. A lot of gaming news right there for you. If you are wondering, if you haven't heard the news yet, I try to keep everybody up to date with gaming news, and that's pretty much what I found out today. So stick in with the channel. We're going to be definitely live on Twitch tonight. I'll be playing Child of Light is going to go live very soon. That's already pre-recorded from the other day, so that's going to go live today. And then we will be back live with new gameplay. Possibly maybe The Wolf Among Us. Want to maybe do some Titanfall today. Maybe some Plants vs. Zombies. Like I said, we never checked out the Zomboss DLC. I want to check that out. And lots of stuff coming this week. This is going to be a huge, full, jam-packed week leading right up to the end of May with those big AAA titles. Oh, and also Super Time Force is out on Xbox One. I definitely want to check that out with you guys. But yeah, we will definitely be going into the Whistleblower, even though I'm not going to be finished with Outlast. Even though I finished it myself, I mean for the channel. I never covered it on the channel, and that's why I'm trying to give you guys some playthrough. Here's the last thing I'm going to say. Somebody was saying, Sean, you're not really known for full playthroughs. You've never been. We notice now you've been doing more and more of them. Well, it's probably because of direct capture, but I've never really been, known for that because I actually really aren't into spoiling them. I'd like to give people a taste of the game before I move on to the next one. Kind of gives you guys an idea of how the game's going to be and what the game's like, and also it gives you a little sneak peek of it, and then you guys can check it out yourself. That's always been my mentality. There's people on YouTube for full playthroughs. I'm not really one of them, but we did do a full playthrough of Daylight, and I have done some in the past. And yes, it is something that I'll consider doing more often. Not every playthrough, but yes. Somebody asked me, is it something that you'll consider? It is. I will try to do a lot more. Like these episodic games are easy because they're only like 2 hours, but I think they're talking about full AAA titles. Hopefully, my ongoing playthrough of Dark Souls 2 will be a full complete playthrough because I'm not in a rush. I'm going to be playing it throughout the year. Same with Final Fantasy X. And to answer somebody else that I got a message about the other day is, will you ever return to Skyrim now with direct capture? We know that you still have a lot of DLC and side content to finish. Yes. That is another ongoing series of mine. Skyrim will also continue on the channel. I hope to actually jump into that soon. That's such an amazing game. And again, we could do everything on this channel. I'll even check Oblivion out. I don't, at this point, everything's up to fair game with direct capture. So, all I can tell you is this. Stay tuned. Nothing is set in stone. All I can tell you is that we got a massive, huge channel of full content these next coming weeks and months. I hope you stay tuned. I hope you follow me. Follow me on Twitter also, because I do keep everybody up to date as much as I can. So, there's your update. Let's get right back to gameplay. Get ready for Child of Light and a huge week ahead. Take care, everybody, and I hope to see you on the next stream. Bye-bye.